Hey friends, it's Nikki. Welcome back. Today I've got a quick Dollar Tree DIY for you. Right now you can find these cute wooden cup signs at the Dollar Tree, and I just think they are fun and unique. I haven't done one of these before. I'm going to start off by removing the front, which is meant to be like a sleeve, kind of like the part you would keep your hand from getting burned on from a real cup, using my embossing gun and a paint scraper. And it came off relatively easy. The hardest part was getting that lid off. And of course, I'm removing the hanger too. Guys, I have been wanting this color for quite some time, and I have really been trying not to spend anything lately. Well, actually, for the last few months, but this color, Summer Crush, is so beautiful. It's by DIY Paint, it's a chalk paint, and I just think it's such a gorgeous pumpkin shade. It's a little deeper than Waverly's pumpkin, and I love it because it almost has like a terracotta feel. I'm going to try mixing Waverly's pumpkin and truffle together to see if I can get something similar to this color, but I do end up giving this two full coats. I'm going to take a damp cloth and Waverly's Antique Wax and go over my sleeve and my lid to give it like a real nice stain look. I think this looks real nice on plain wood. So at first I tried adding some fall cardstock to the back, but I wasn't really loving it. It was just way too much orange. So instead, I grabbed this fabric from the Dollar Tree. I believe it's new this year, and it paired so nicely with the color Summer Crush. I just go ahead and take some hot glue and glue all the way around. Before gluing the lid and the sleeve, I played around with placement because I knew I wanted to use these silkscreen transfers that I got from Amazon. I'll link them down below. At first, I thought I would separate the words, have hello above the sleeve and pumpkin underneath it. But in the end, I didn't need to do that. I ended up keeping them together just the way they came. One thing that's real nice about these Amazon transfers is that you don't have to burnish the back with a towel first, since they're not as sticky as the ones that come from Paint Couture. I use a little squeegee to apply the paint. This comes with the set, but I'm really trying to go careful because where I separated these transfers is just a tiny little gap, and I really don't want to get this ink onto it. But I had a little bit of bleed through with this, but when I originally bought these, I tried them, and I think I had went a little bit too light-handed. So this time I pressed a little bit heavier, but I mean, I just went back in with more Summer Crush to clean up the edges. If you've never used these silkscreen transfers before, I really encourage you to check out the link down below because these are so much fun. Honestly, the best part is pulling back that transfer and seeing the reveal. And plus, you can reuse them quite a few times. Just wash them up in the sink and let them dry and put them right back on the carrier sheet. They clean up real easy, and they're worth the small investment. I'm running a bead of glue all around my sleeve to glue it down. I use Gorilla Glue, and let me tell you, if you use that on wood, you're not going to get it back off. Sometimes even with my embossing gun, it doesn't matter how much I heat it up, I cannot get that off. So if you're a believer that hot glue does not work, I I challenge you to try Gorilla Hot Glue because I honestly think that just may change your mind. Of course, I added my hanger back on. I wanted my cup to look like it had cold foam on the top. For that, I'm using some white puff paint and just taking my time going along the top edge. One tip I've learned is to shake your puff paint downward before you start. That's going to help the paint get from the bottom to the top of the bottle. If you don't, you'll end up with an air bubble that can blow paint everywhere and make a whole mess. Don't ask me how I know. Let's just say I use this a lot during Christmas when I'm making my gingerbread houses, and I definitely made that mistake before. So give it just a good hard downward shake, and then you will be good to go. I'm going to make it look like some of the cold foam is dripping down because, I mean, let's be honest, that happens all the time. And I used a little bit of cinnamon and coffee mixture. I save this and I use it for a lot of my primitive projects and just sprinkle that along the top. I think this is just such a fun detail to add to this. I wasn't liking how crowded this looks, so I searched on YouTube for ideas and found a great tip, though I can't remember the creator's channel right now. And if I do, I'll definitely give her credit. I followed her method using a piece of cardboard to create more space for the cold foam. And then I just added more of that puff paint and more of the cinnamon coffee mixture along the top. It's a good idea to glue your hanger down. That way it's not moving around and messing up your cold foam. Guys, I'm trying so hard to reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers by September 23rd. I really want to keep creating. I absolutely love doing this. So if you liked this project, please consider giving a like and subscribe. I'd love for you to join our little creative corner. I want this space to feel like a happy place where everyone feels welcome and inspired. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, guys. Until the next one, bye.